Good morning, student. I am Stephen sir from ICRA English Medium. Today I am going to teach you subject English Standard 11. Book will be Hornbill textbook, chapter number 11. Chapter number 8, Silk Road. So the story is written by Nick Middleton. This chapter is about the narrator's journey from slopes of Ravo to Mount Kailash to complete the Kora. Kora means to complete the round. To bid him farewell, Lamov gave him a long sleeved sheep skin coat. He hired a satin car for his journey and took Daniel along to escort him to Darchin. So basically this lesson is about the journey. So let's get started. The protagonist wanted to go to Mount Kailash to complete the Kora. He hired Satan to drive him up to Mount Kailash. So Satan means it's a name, and they hired a car to go to Mount Kailash. As a farewell gift, Lamov gave him a long-sleeved sheepskin coat. He took Daniel as his companion till Darchin. So Lamov is a character in this lesson, and Daniel also. When they started the journey, Satan took a shortcut to the southwest, which was a direct route to Mount Kailash. They had to cross high mountain passes to reach their destination. Satan assured him that it would be no problem if there would be no snow. They crossed through few gazelles, a herd of wild asses, and shepherds tending the flocks. When they reached the hill, they passed dark tents, which were home for nomads. He saw a Tibetan mastiff standing outside the tent as a guard. This mastiff ran after his car as he reached near the tent. These dogs had large jaws. As soon as they entered the valley, they witnessed snow-capped mountains with river flowing which were blocked with ice. When they were riding through the hill, the turns became sharper and roads became bumpier. Satan was driving in third gear. The protagonist could feel the pressure in his ears. He held his nose, snorted to clear the congestion. He checked his wristwatch. They were at 5,210 meters above the sea level. They reached their first hurdle, which was a road filled with snow. Santa threw dirt on the snow and drove carefully on that road. They resumed their journey. The protagonist felt his head was hurting. He took a few sips of water from his water bottle. They were still climbing up the hill. They reached at 5,515 meters above sea level. They stopped again, and this time the fuel tank hissed when Satan screwed the top. As the petrol was expanding due to the low atmospheric pressure, Satan told them not to smoke around it. Soon in the afternoon, around 2 o'clock, they stopped for lunch. The protagonist's headache was gone by now. By later afternoon, they reached a small town called Hor. They reached the east-west highway again. It was the old route from Lhasa to Kashmir. Daniel got off the car and took a lift to Lhasa. Their car had a few punctures which worried Satan. He got them fixed and the protagonist waited at a local cafe of Hor while having a glass of tea. He found Hor a miserable place. After a while, Satan reached to him and they resumed their journey again. At night, around 10:30 p.m., they stopped at a guest house in Darchen to spend the night. The protagonist got ill and suffered from nose congestion due to the change in altitude and cold weather. He stayed awake all night. Next morning, Satan took him to the Tibetan Medical College where he consulted a Tibetan doctor who gave him a 5-day course medicine in a brown envelope. After taking a full day of medicine, the protagonist was feeling good. Satan left him there after assuming his health condition. The protagonist was staying in Darchen. That place he had a general store with Chinese cigarette, soap and other things were available. In the afternoon, the man gathered at a shabby table to play pool every day. Women would wash their hairs in the narrow stream. Darchen had one problem, it had no pilgrims. According to the local people, in the peak season of pilgrims, the place would be filled with travelers. He met a person in the Darchen only cafe. His name was Norbu, who was a Tibetan working in Beijing at the Institute of Ethnic Literature of Chinese Academy of Social Science. He came to Darchen to complete the Korah just like the protagonist. He was fat and found it difficult to walk. The protagonist decided to go on the pilgrimage with him. They hired yaks to carry their luggage. Norbu finally said it is not possible for him while he collapsed across the table and laughed hilariously. His tummy was also too big. So this was the explanation of this chapter. Thank you so much.